have made it to January. We got some cool white stuff falling from the sky, but we gotta check the prices on soybeans and sorghum to see if we can't go ahead and sell some of the stuff that we have here. So we'll check it out real quick. Looks like the prices for sorghum are still going up in a couple of locations. The highest price we have right now looks like it's at Providence Grain down here. Actually, Cargill has the top price. So we're going to see if we can't get the truck started, and maybe the roads will be cleared off here in a little bit. And then we can start moving some sorghum. Check the weather here. It looks like it's supposed to warm up here in a couple hours. Maybe the snow will taper off and then we can get some sorghum delivered. I'm going to go ahead and load up the first load here, and then once the roads are clear, we'll start delivering. The snow has finally let off enough for us to go ahead and start hauling our sorghum to town. So I'm just gonna speed things up. This will be a quick part on this video. Just gonna speed up the time, and you're just gonna watch me drive back and forth delivering the goods. Well, folks, that's 2 trips down. Looks like I got at least 3 more. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this, and then when I come back, I'm going to show you what we're going to do with all this money we're making. Alright, welcome back, folks. We have fast forwarded time here to February, but my money's gone, and I promised I showed you how I would show you how I was going to spend that money. And I had some technical difficulties. I'm now on third take of recording this. The last 2 times I have tripped over my own microphone cord and unplugged it, and when I unplug it, the video actually doesn't save. So we're going to try this again. So we're going to get out of this cold. Heater's running on the shed, so let's get in there and get in some heat. Show you how I spent this money. We were at 300, if I can get through the door. Nothing wants to cooperate with me today. I don't know what's going on. Can't even get through a door now. There we go. So we were at $352,000. Now we're at $41,000. So we're just going to run back here in the office and sit down on the computer and show you what I did. So, here we go. How did I spend $300,000? Well, I spent $300,000 because I purchased soil samples for 3 of our fields. This is going to allow me to do some more precise farming, and I'm going to show you how that works in just a little quick overview here. So the first thing I got is my soil types, and you can see by the chart I got a good swath of soil that it doesn't know what it is. I don't know if that's supposed to be the dark silty clay. Maybe it is, but the colors don't match up with what's over here on the side. But I got some sand, I got some clay, I got some loam, I got a little bit of everything going on over there. I can also see my pH values. So I got some pretty low pH values across many of my fields, but I got some higher pH values down here in the corner of field 13 and even in one little spot over here on field 12. What that is going to allow me to do is now when I go ahead and plant and I add in either some solid dry fertilizer or some liquid fertilizer to my planter, it will use precision farming or in variable rate application to apply the proper levels of fertilizer, or I can go by lime and use lime as well. There's 3 different ways to do it on here. Solid fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, lime, actually 4, or those are the 3 ways for the pH value. You can also use some of those for this part, the nitrogen value. Well, for the nitrogen value, that's where the rest of my money went, and I'll show you that here in a second. So all 3 of those fields that I took the samples on are very low on the nitrogen value right now. So that's what I'm going to work on in March once it warms up a little bit. So now I can click on each individual field, and you can see here that I spent $78,000 taking 451 soil samples to get the analysis of that field. $37,000 there, $26,000 there. Now, you saw the brown spots if you paid close attention in my barley fields. Well, I had a weed problem, had to do some herbicide. Well, on a couple of those, I actually put the herbicide on after I updated this precision farming. So you can see here on fields 10 and 11, it tells me exactly how much herbicide I used. and exactly how much fuel I used. And over here on the right, it's going to start giving me an environmental score. So when I sold the sorghum in the first part of this video, you may have noticed that I was getting a $455 additional environmental fee for my environmental score. If my environmental score is in the negative, it actually takes money away from you when you sell your crops. Unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it, all this barley and all this corn that we're going to harvest in this upcoming year is not going to go to any commercial vendor. You're going to have to stay tuned to the channel to find out what I'm doing with it. But with the precision farming now, I can track exactly how much lime, exactly how much fertilizer I'm using. If I put manure or slurry, I'll know exactly how many seeds I use, how much vehicle maintenance cost went into managing each field, and then I can, throughout time, I can go in there and purchase the soil information again. I'm either going to have to take out a loan or sell some stuff off to get the soil information for these other fields over here. I think down the line I'm going to end up selling 22 and 20 and just doing these 6 fields for now. But that's going to be dependent on the end product of my barley and corn and how much I actually need. We're going to make those decisions in the future. So that's where all that money went. Part of it went. Part of it went to this cool new toy out here that some of you may have caught in passing in the previous video, but I tried to walk quickly past it so you wouldn't see. That's this Case IH Trident 5500 sprayer here. Now with I'm going to use the vehicle menu to show you what you can do with this precision farming on this game. So down here it says Iceria Pro Compact. Yes, that is a nitrogen sensor that you can put on your vehicles. I have done that. So I have a nitrogen sensor on my sprayer, but then if you go to the actual tank on the back, I have weed spot spraying on the nozzles. So what that does is it's a more efficient way of spraying herbicide, as it will detect weeds and only spray when a weed is detected. It's one of those variable rate things, environmental savings. That might be portion of the reason why I have a 45% environmental score on those fields that I sprayed. Now I need to look, because I'm pretty sure that I purchased both of those tractors before I did that, added that to the game. No, I do not want to sell it. I hit the wrong button. So let me look down here and see if it gives me the option of adding that. I do not have the option of adding the Iceria Pro to my tractors. Now, if I wanted to, I can go into the store menu and I can go buy one to attach to the front of the tractor if I want to. But my planter should already be set up for variable rate. It's in here somewhere. Yeah, there's the soil sampler. There's the proactive. But I don't need those right now. Already spent enough money. So another $5,500 of that money, of that amount, went to purchasing. I'm going to start the tractor quick on my way by. Went to purchasing and filling up this bad boy right here. So I got 4,300 liters of anhydrous over here sitting, waiting to be used, waiting for the ground to thaw, waiting to get into the field in the spring. We're going to jump in the tractor real quick. The last of my money went to buying the applicator that's going to go with that. So right along with me, we're going to go to the dealership and pick that up. Alright, now that that's done, we are going to run back into the office again. I just need to check the price of soybeans real quick. I think I'm going to have to sell off one load of soybeans to be able to purchase seeds and fertilizer that I'm going to need for this spring. I already have herbicide. Oop, apparently I can walk into my filing cabinet. Hiding spot. So let's see what we got here. It's probably going to ask me to save because I think I'm past my 15-minute interval. I sure am. Just like I said last time, I keep forgetting to turn that off when I record videos. But I also like it because then I don't lose anything on accident. So let's go check the prices. Let's see where we're at with these soybeans right now. They are trending up. Let's see. Cargill's down the town. Dutchman Dairy. I don't know what the dairy needs the soybeans for, but they're paying a pretty good price for them right now. Let me see. Where are they located? Oh, that's right there in town. Well, if the dairy right there in town needs some soybeans, then I might as well go give them some soybeans. Because Patterson Grain is in town, but it's a lower price. Some of those others are on the other side of town. Let me look at the price fluctuations just. Well, maybe not. Looks like they're going to keep going up, so we might hold out until it's a little bit closer. We might go ahead and get a loan to purchase the seeds and then sell some soybeans here in a couple months when the price goes up a little bit further to pay for it. So that's going to be enough for this video. I may or may not splice this in together with the beginning of my spring prep work, but I think I'm just going to leave this as it is. Just a little bit shorter video, more informational for you than actual farming action. But thank you for watching, and